makes you smile.
I agree with that.
So Jason, tell us what your job here is at WPPI.
So my official role is Director of Education and Membership. So I'm responsible for the content, the speakers, helping, I've been saying, like, I'm helping to steer the ship. So there's a really, great, huge operations team and, staff that works on this conference every day. And, it's kind of my job with my insight in the industry as a photographer to kind of help, come up with new programs and find new speakers, and then, and then being a part of the membership of WPPI. So that's kind of...
Now, you're relatively new to WPPI, so of course I think this is your first... You've been to WPPI for years and years as an attendee, as a speaker, of course. Now you're sort of managing and running and being the face of WPPI. So how different is this than the last few years?
It's been a little surreal. Yeah, I mean, coming to the show for years and then being a speaker the last few years, it's been kind of a trip being on the other side. But, my experience of knowing everybody and there's a culture with WPPI that I'd never want to see change, but, move into the future. So it's definitely been interesting. I've never been here for the entire time, so I'm exhausted, to be honest.
You know what's really neat, though, is, very few of us will ever have the opportunity to see the other side of what goes on to put on something like this. Now you've felt it, you've lived it, you've suffered through it, you've enjoyed the experience. So tell us a little bit about WPPI as an entity. What does it take to produce something like this? I mean, because as we have been saying, there are 13,000 photographers somewhere in this building being educated, learning, touching equipment. I mean, they're out there, and